Have you ever been in your house and all of a sudden the Wi-Fi cuts out and you find yourself using data, or your Wi-Fi has been cut out for a long time and then you look at your phone and it says like LTE, meaning that you've been streaming data for a while, and your heart stops because you've been using data?
No, my Wi-Fi is
No?
good.
Okay, well that's happened to me a few times. And one of the reasons is because in my house, the Wi-Fi doesn't extend to the entire house, or sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it does. But today, we have a solution for that.
So this is a Wi-Fi range extender, the the N300. It boosts your existing Wi-Fi up to 300 megabits per second. It supposedly doubles your range.
Yeah, so if your Wi-Fi or if your router is in one part of the house,
Yeah.
and you're in the complete opposite, you can put it on that side and increase your range. Another thing to note, this is an Amazon bestseller for Wi-Fi range extenders, or they're called repeaters online.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. This being a bestseller, how many reviews do you think this has got?
2,000.
2,000, okay. And what about 5 stars?
80%.
80%.
Now, there's a couple things to note. For starters, a Wi-Fi range extender will never double your actual Wi-Fi speed. The only thing it can do is extend the range. And a second thing to note is that it is limited up to 300 megabits per second. So if your Wi-Fi is actually 500, the extended part of your Wi-Fi will only be up to 300. Is that it? Wow, all these things are eco-friendly now, recyclable.
Here is the manual in French and English.
And this is the extender.
So as we were preparing and strategizing for how to present this product to you guys, we were thinking of how we can actually test it in our studio.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our Wi-Fi is really good no matter where we are in the studio, so this might actually inhibit our Wi-Fi capabilities. So we aren't gonna test it out. But if you guys do have this product, or you get this product because we're watching our video, test it out and let us know how better your Wi-Fi is in different areas of your house.
So to set it up, it's pretty straightforward. You just plug it in, you download an app, you set it up, connect it to your actual Wi-Fi, and then it works.
Yeah, and there's also an Ethernet port here if you want to plug it in to make sure that the area that this is plugged in gets good Wi-Fi service.
I mean, I don't know, I've never used one of these before.
Neither have I, but we could try it out sometime.
Nathan will do a test in his house. He'll plug it in. Hopefully he can get that Wi-Fi signal in his room so he can watch Netflix.
Or do work. Anyways, so you said 3,000 reviews, 2,000 or
2,000,
2,000
80%.
reviews and 80%. Well, I am, because last time he cheated. Happy to know that he didn't cheat this time, because he is literally as far off as you could possibly go. Do you want to know how many reviews this got?
It's got 20,000.
This got 33,030 reviews. That's crazy.
Damn.
And you said
80%.
80% 5-star. That is also wrong. It only got
Oh.
59% 5 stars. Now for the fun part, we're gonna read a comment from someone that gave it 5-star and a comment from somebody that gave it a 1-star.
Yes, this is the fun part.
Okay, so this is from Jay Rampers, and he said, works for online gaming on PS4. My router is upstairs directly above my living room. Even with a relatively good router from Comcast, the signal was too weak to game on my PS4 and connect to smaller devices such as Chromecast. Setup was easy, and purchasing refurbished on Amazon saved some money. I guess he got a refurbished one.
Interesting.
I placed the router in a room where originally the signal was weak or too weak to be detected. I can now game and stream content up to 4K on Netflix from what he couldn't do before, with no issues. I regularly game online and had no issues connecting. Signal now reaches my entire downstairs of the house, including rooms on the side where there's absolutely no signal before. So obviously this guy loves it. Thanks, Jay Rampers. And now, for the 1-star review.
I got this. This is by a guy named Rob. Started great, ended as a fire hazard. What's with all these people I'm finding it like?
I don't know.
Every time we do an Amazon bestseller, something to do with fire. 510 people found this helpful. I received this in December 2017. Was an easy installation for anyone who has any experience setting up a router. And it worked great as advertised. Did not have any drops like a lot of people reported. Unfortunately, what I did have in July of 2018, after 7-ish months of use, was a burning smell coming from it. As you can see from the picture, the unit was starting to burn up and melt down. I did use this outlet for various things and I've never had this issue. This item was plugged in appropriately and never removed or messed with. It could have burnt my house down.
Yikes, that's scary. I wonder what he was doing.
I mean, it did seem like it was burning a little bit. Maybe he jammed it in the plug.
Well, he said it was in there for 7 months without any issues.
Yeah, and this thing doesn't draw too much power. Now, there's a couple things you could do to actually increase your Wi-Fi in your house without needing to purchase any of these. For starters, have your router in a central location. So don't have it in like the top left bedroom. Keep it like in the living room. That's probably the best place. Middle of your house, best option. And then if you need to get one of these, get one of these. But what would you give it out of 5?
Probably a 4.
Ooh.
Actually, just
Why?
because
It burned
I
your
have
house down?
experience having Wi-Fi issues in my house, and knowing that this only $24, $25 could solve that problem, I would be open to using this. Now, I am concerned about that one comment, but there's always one guy who has an issue with the product. But
Yeah.
overall, I would say 4 to 5.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. Probably
Okay.
Probably the same thing. I mean, if it does what it's advertised to do, you know, double your range, 300 megabits per second. That's pretty good. That's what you need for Netflix streaming. It would be good. All right, but we didn't test it, but I'd give it a 4 stars. It looks good. So hopefully this review extended your knowledge. If you want to see us check out anything, let us know in the comments below.
And of course, subscribe if you're new.